The role played by the mind is determinant. The first principle attributed to the Hermetic is that the universe is mental. Who is who in this paradox? The mind in relation to the universe, and the universe in relation to the mind. One is dependent on the other, both complement each other, or yet there is no separateness between the universe and the mind. The concept of mind establishes strength, and places the mind as anterior to the principle of things, and only posterior to the primordial agent. Thought is associated with the mind, and the mind produces thought. It can be said, with some property, that there is a primordial agent, which uses the mind as a tool, to establish things, order, and events. Everything follows, in perfect agreement with this mental process, with nothing that can be done, outside of this determination. If the universe is mental, the universe is the thinker, or is in the thinker. If so, nothing can be altered. Anything that seems to be a movement of its own will, has no chance of being its own will. Free will has been discussed since the mind exists in thinking beings. Free will would contradict the saying, "Do what thou wilt," shall be the whole of the law, since nothing and no one interferes with destiny. Destiny, under this view, also does not exist. It is said to beings to enjoy life, in a statement full of conformism. The mad question this statement, presented as truth. The movie is being filmed, and the characters can do nothing. The actors, however, are not in the stories. Adopting the attitude of an actor removes the being from the story, and puts it on another level. It places it at the level where there is intimate contact with the author of the story. This is an allegory used too much. But knowing it is not enough. The book, which seems to be available to the characters, is a bridge linking character, actor, and author. The figure of the actor is often subordinated to the character, who uses it to adapt and justify its behaviors. This should be reversed, that is, the character is dependent on the actor. And, as a character, it will act according to the governing laws of the story. It will have a beginning, will pass through a life, and will disappear from that story. The one who questions is dissatisfied, and no longer acts only as a character. It is already close to the actor, and consequently, to the author. The one who questions seeks mechanisms of understanding, to comprehend and reposition oneself in the face of the determinism of things. At the moment given to him, he dives into places where he can reach the foundation of things. Only in silence does the one who questions find the key element of its own existence. It meditates on this encounter, and things happen as responses to what each thing is, how to use them, and why to do so. The universe, its composition, reason, and movement, become clarified. The being no longer does what it wants in accordance with determinism, but in complicity with knowledge. The awakening of the being leads to the positioning of illuminating the keys that can be seen by other beings. The transit occurs in respect to the conception of things and the laws that govern them, which are now known and recognized.